Day 8, Bay Bridge. Any San Francisco native, Bay Area native, will tell you that the real Bay Area San Francisco bridge is the Bay Bridge, the San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge. The other one, which I will cover in another video, is very pretty. I am a huge fan of it, but that's not the real Bay Area bridge. So, the real Bay Area bridge was built in November 1936, and my understanding is that one thing that kind of took so long for the bridge to get built was that they had to get congressional approval to build part of it on Yerba Buena Island, which I will also cover in another video because that was controlled by the US Navy. So, the Bay Bridge connects immediately Oakland to San Francisco. 250,000 cars go over it every single day. And I didn't know this until I started doing a bit more research, that it's because, again, I grew up going across this bridge. My grandma lived in the East Bay, so I grew up going across this bridge like at least once a week, if not more. Why am I saying lived? Like, she lives in the East Bay as if she's no longer with us. Anyway. So I didn't realize that this is one of the longest bridges in the entire United States. I took that for granted. So it again connects San Francisco immediately to Oakland, but there is a connection via Yerba Buena Island, which is kind of in the middle, next to Treasure Island. Again, talk about that in another video. But the thing about the Bay Bridge is that they had been wanting to connect that part that I just described back to the Gold Rush days, and Emperor Norton, who I have covered in another video, he was one of the biggest people, surprisingly, for lobbying for the creation of this bridge. And again, given Emperor Norton's nature, not everything that he did or said should have been taken seriously, but this is one thing that turned out that he was actually really right about. That's like something that came up in my research a lot, is that he was one of the main earliest people responsible for lobbying for this bridge. And it wasn't even built until the 1930s, right? So anyway, that's a little bit about the San Francisco Bay Bridge. Like I said, I will cover the other bridge in another video, and there's actually a trifecta. There's a 3-bridge network that I will probably mention in the other video. So there's the Richmond Bridge as well. Richmond, Golden Gate, Bay Bridge, etc. So anyway, that is a little bit about the Bay Bridge.